Dear Taurus soul, it's me, Taurus, and I'm writing to you from a quiet place, the kind of space you love most, where there's no pressure, no noise, just a moment to breathe, a moment to be. I know how much you treasure these kinds of spaces, where the heart can feel safe and the world makes sense in its gentle rhythm. Maybe it's your morning cup of coffee by the window. Maybe it's your hands in the garden soil feeling life grow under your care. Or maybe it's the sound of someone you love breathing softly next to you, reminding you that connection doesn't always need words. But even in those peaceful places, there are days when something inside you feels unsettled, and that's okay, because even steady souls like ours sometimes feel like the ground beneath us is shifting. Have you been feeling that lately? That quiet hum of discomfort, the sense that something is changing, or that you might need to let go of something you've been holding on to. I know how hard that can be, Taurus, because you don't just love things, you build them, you nurture them, you invest in them, you turn ordinary days into sacred rituals. You create a life of meaning through the things you care for: your home, your people, your traditions. But sometimes, in your deep commitment to what is you, forget that joy can also live in what might be. You see, Taurus, you are ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty, harmony, and love. That means your soul is wired for devotion. You crave depth. You feel everything in color. You bring beauty to the world in ways others may never even notice. But I also know that kind of heart can grow tired, tired of always being the one who holds it all together, tired of having to be the calm in everyone else's storm. Tired of staying still just to keep everything else from falling apart. And I want to tell you something gently, but truthfully. You don't always have to be the strong one. You don't always have to be the one who stays. You don't always have to grip so tightly to what's familiar just because the unknown feels too wide, too wild, too unsteady. It's okay to loosen your hold. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to not know what comes next, and still trust that something good is waiting for you. I know it's scary, Taurus, because change can feel like chaos. It threatens the world you've so carefully curated, the one where everything has its place, where your heart knows how to move without fear. But sometimes, letting go is how life makes space to surprise you. Not all change is loss. Sometimes it's transformation, and not all endings are failures. Some are sacred closures, doors gently clicking shut so that your soul can rest, reset, and rise again. There's no shame in needing rest, no weakness in craving stillness, and no guilt in choosing peace over perfection. So if you've been feeling anxious or overwhelmed, or just off even when everything looks fine, on the outside you're not broken. You're becoming. You're evolving in a quiet way, like the roots of a tree stretching deeper underground before the next season of bloom. Let that be enough for now. Let stillness be your strength. Let gentleness be your guide. And let your heart, that beautiful, loyal heart, Know that it doesn't have to carry everything alone. You are allowed to receive, Taurus. Not just give, not just hold, not just endure. You are allowed to receive joy, receive softness, receive love that doesn't ask you to prove your worth or shrink your needs or bend yourself in half just to be enough. You are already enough. Even when you're uncertain, even when you're tired, even when you're not at your best. Especially then, because that's when your true strength reveals itself, not in your control, but in your capacity to feel. You feel everything. That's your gift. You sense the warmth in a glance, the beauty in a well-worn object, the tenderness in a familiar routine. But sometimes you turn that gift inward and judge yourself too harshly for not being more doing, more achieving more. Please, love, stop being so hard on yourself. You're not behind. You're not late. You're not failing. You're just living in your own rhythm, and your rhythm is sacred. So instead of pushing yourself to do more, try this: do less, but do it with love. Water your plants slowly. Listen to your favorite song with your whole body. Wrap yourself in a soft blanket and let the world melt away. And when your mind starts spiraling, trying to control, fix, or protect, place your hand over your heart and whisper, I am safe to soften. I am safe to be still. I am safe to let go. Because peace isn't something you earn, Taurus. It's something you're meant to receive. And joy, real rooted joy, it doesn't always come from achieving the big things. Sometimes it sneaks in during the small moments, the smell of cinnamon in your kitchen, the sound of birds greeting the morning, the feel of sunlight on your cheek. Those are your treasures. That's your medicine. So don't underestimate the power of a quiet day. Don't overlook the magic of the mundane. Don't rush past the moments your soul is trying to savor. You are not here to race. You are here to root. And even when the world feels uncertain, your grounded heart can be your home. Taurus, listen closely. You don't have to become someone else to be loved. You don't have to change your nature to be accepted. The right people, the ones meant for you, will love your slowness, your stillness, your loyalty, your softness, your strength. They will love your silence as much as your words. And more importantly, they'll stay not because you begged them to, but because your soul feels like home. So stop chasing, stop proving, stop holding your breath. Let love come to you. Let life find you in the quiet. Let joy visit you like a breeze that sneaks in through the cracks, soft and surprising. Because that's how it often comes for hearts like yours. Not in explosions, but in the hush. Not in the grand gestures, but in the whispered reminders. You are worthy. You are loved. You are enough. Always. So tonight, when the house is quiet and the world feels far away, come back to your breath. Come back to yourself. And remember, you don't have to move mountains. You just have to move gently with love. You are Taurus, and that is already so much more than enough. If this touched your heart, dear Taurus soul, I'd love to know. What's one gentle moment you gave yourself today? Leave a comment below, and if you're feeling brave, share this with another Taurus who might need to hear it too. And when you're ready for more, Come find the other letters in this playlist. I'll be right here, always rooting for your soft, strong, radiant heart.